What's going on, guys? I'm the Walrus Jedi, and in today's video, I'm talking Star Wars Imperial Commando 501st by Karen Travis. This book is Legends or EU, and this is the last book that Karen wrote of these characters, so hopefully it's a good ending. Find out in this video. There will be spoilers for this book. You have been warned. Like what you see, then consider liking the video and subscribe for more Star Wars books, or book reviews and videos. Thanks, and now, on to the back of the book. The Clone Wars are over, but for those with reason to run from the new galactic empire, the battle to survive has only just begun. The Jedi have been decimated in the Great Purge, and the Republic has fallen. Now the former Republic Commandos, the galaxy's finest Special Forces troops, cloned from Jango Fett, find themselves on opposing sides and in very different armor. Some have deserted and fled to Mandalore with the mercenaries, renegade clone troopers, and rogue Jedi who make up Cal Skirata's ragtag resistance to Imperial occupation. Others, including men from Delta and Omega squads, now serve as Imperial Commandos, a Black Ops unit within Vader's own 501st Legion, tasked to hunt down fugitive Jedi and clone deserters. For Darman, grieving for his Jedi wife and separated from his son, it's an agonizing test of loyalty. But he's not the only one who will be forced to test the ties of brotherhood. On Mandalore, clone deserters and the other planet's own natives who have no love for the Jedi will have their most cherished beliefs challenged. In the savage new galactic order, old feuds may have to be set aside to unite against a far bigger threat, and nobody can take old loyalties for granted. Characters in this book, you have Darman. He is an Imperial Commando, and he's the father of Cad. You have Niner, also an Imperial Commando. He is the sergeant of Squad 40. Enin is an Imperial Commando and another member of Squad 40. Bry is another commando, part of Squad 40. Reed is an Imperial Commando, and he's part of Squad 40. And Darman is also part of Squad 40. You have Roli Melusar. He's a human commander of the Imperial Commandos. You have Cal Skirata. He's a human Mando and the patriarch of Clan Skirata. He taught commandos on Kamino. Waylon Vow, he is a human Mando and a friend of Cal. He also taught commandos on Kamino. You have Midge Gillimar. He's a human Mando doctor and friend of Cal and also taught commandos on Kamino. You have Ordo. He is a Null Arc and an adopted son of Cal. You have Miril, another Null Arc and adopted son of Cal. Jang, another Null Arc and an adopted son of Cal. Maze, he's a regular ARC trooper and a deserter of the Empire. You have Atin. He is a former commando and now an adopted son of Cal. And Phi, a former commando and an adopted son of Cal. Bethany Wennon, former Republic Treasury agent, and she is Ordo's human wife. You have Lasima. She is a former slave of a Hutt, and she is Atin's Twi'lek wife. Nyreen Nye she is a human freighter pilot and Cal's maybe girlfriend. Barden Jussic, he is a former Jedi and now an adopted son of Cal's. Then you have Cad Skirata. He is the son of Darman and Etain. Then you have Elizabeth Ewandong Esterhazy, or Scout. She is a Jedi Padawan and a survivor of Order 66. Then you have Kina Ha. She is a Kaminoan Jedi who is possibly 1,000 years old and also a survivor of Order 66. Arla Fett, Jango Fett's sister, and has mental issues. Then you have Dr. Ovalot Quail Uthane. She is helping Cal to de-age the clones to fix that little issue. Okay, a brief recap of the book. In this book, Darman and Niner are still part of the Imperial Commandos. They are tasked with hunting down Jedi survivors and other traitors. Darman decides at the end of the book to go to Mandalore and to take Cad and go off by himself to keep Cad safe. On Mandalore, Cal and the rest of the clan try to get Darman and Niner to Mandalore, but those two decide to not go and they stay to get intel on the Empire and that. Uthane is also working on the de-aging of the clones. They are also worrying about what to do with Jedi that Nye brought to the homestead. And, there's also the death of Etain that hangs over the book and affects every decision made. What I liked for this book, I'm glad Etain's death wasn't glossed over. This was a shocker from the last Commando book. More Mando stuff is great. You have Fen Shiza, the Mandalore, organizing a resistance for when the Empire inevitably decides that the Mandos are a threat and must be dealt with. Clan Scarata's homestead and all the farming and all that. It's nice to see clones farming and building things and learning new skills, and it's just nice and peaceful. A simple life. The characters, as with the rest of the Commando books, are all great. There are several in these books that, if they were in the hands of a different author, they probably would be antagonists rather than protagonists. What I didn't like of this book, my only issue with this book, and it's not even its fault, is that it does not work as an ending for these characters. It's a shame that Karen Traviss did not finish the series and give satisfying ends to these characters. Overall, I liked this book. It has some great setups for the sequel. Unfortunately, they will never be paid off, which is a shame, as, I like these characters and it would have been nice to get an ending. Now, I guess there is, some chance, maybe, never say never, that they could finish this, but again, Disney would have to do Legend stories again, which I don't think that's very likely, and then Karen Traviss would have to come back, which I don't think that's likely either, because she didn't part, company very well. So, I don't know. Shame. I'd give this book an 8 out of 10. What did you think of this book? Do you also wish it was, finished, the series? You can tell me in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, thanks for watching.